Dear friends, we were talking about science and spiritual science. Let us go into science and spiritual science. We find that in both, in the case of science and in the case of spiritual science, a process which is happening all the time. What is the process? In the case of science and spiritual science, the process is refinement. In the case of science, the refinement is regarding materials. In the case of spiritual science, the refinement is regarding the soul. So, one is an external refinement, another is an internal refinement. We are refining things outside us, that is science, and we are refining ourselves, that is spiritual science. So, we can refine our indriyas, we can refine our mind, we can refine our intelligence, we can refine our soul. So, for that, we need meditation. So, through meditation, we can refine ourselves totally. So, when that refinement happens, actually the result is we become a better person, we become a better individual, we become a man of consciousness, not a man of material. So, there are two types of prosperity, one is material prosperity, another is spiritual highness. So, we can reach spiritual heights only by refining our self or our soul or our indriyas, our mind, our intelligence must be refined. But in the case of material science, what is happening is we are refining things outside us. For example, we can make a good building, we can make a good car, we can make things around us better. That means we can improve the comforts in us, whatever comforts, human comforts are there, that comforts are improved through the refinement of external things, refinement of material things. So one is focusing on the comforts of man, another is focusing on the shanti, or focusing on shanti or peace, the peace of man. So one is is the progress regarding peace, another is the progress regarding things around us, or the welfare of things around us, another is welfare of ourselves. So when we think of the welfare of ourselves, we are focusing on happiness or spiritual happiness. When we are focusing on material, our happiness depends on our sense organs, and the other is our happiness depends on our own self. So, self happiness happens because of the improvement of the self. We can improve ourself through refinement. When we refine ourself, then what is happening? Spiritual science is growing. Spiritual science is our own science, science about ourselves, and another is science around us, science which surrounds us. So one is focusing on comfort, another is not focusing on comfort, focusing on compassion. Or focusing on compassion in the sense focusing on the inner joy. Another is something outside us. The joy comes from outside, another is joy comes from within. So when the joy comes from within, that is spiritual joy. When joy comes from outside, it is the material joy. So we are either focusing on material comforts or focusing on spiritual happiness. When we focus on spiritual happiness, the refinement is happening within ourselves or happening in ourselves. So let us refine ourselves or let us refine things around us. We can choose either material or the spirit. So thanks for the Lord for enabling me to talk about this, and thanks to the Guru for enabling me to talk about this, and thanks to all of you for listening me. Thank you very much.